central Virginia. The sun comes up late right now, about 7:15. I'm in the truck, heading to the farm. Got to do some watering before work. Still haven't gotten any rain. We were forecasting rain early this week, kind of skirted all around us. We might have gotten one tiny little drizzle, a little trace of rain, not enough to make a difference. So, here we go, heading to the farm. Good morning, everybody. It's Phil out here at Wood Street Farm, and yes, we're watering again. It's only about 3/4 of an inch of rain that we've gotten since mid-July. It is brutal out here. We were supposed to get rain, like I mentioned, this past week, and it kind of all just danced around us. They got a lot of rain west of us. They got a lot of rain north of us. We got a trace of rain here, really. Kind of one little shower made the roads wet. That was it. So today I'm going to start kind of starting to think about our next planting for trees, and I may try to get some tree seedlings in the ground this fall. Haven't told Stacy that yet. See what she thinks. And anyway, even if we don't do that, with as dry and as everything is, we need to start thinking about prepping the soil for spring. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to hook up the subsoiler to the blue tractor. And I don't know if you guys have seen the blue tractor in many of these videos. I know since I got the Kubota, I use that almost all the time. But I'm going to hook the subsoiler up to the blue tractor, and I'm going to try to break up some of this hard ground in the rows where we've had a lot of trees die this year. So I'm not prepping any new ground yet. There were trees in these areas where I'm subsoiling. My goal is that I can start to break up the soil a little bit so that if or when we get some rain, that rain water can penetrate deeply into the ground. Because right now this hard clay is like concrete, and particularly if we get a hard rain, it's mostly just going to run off. I feel like it's not going to soak into the soil because the ground's so hard. So like I said, I'm going to prep some of these rows by breaking up the ground. We'll see how well it does. I think the ground might be too hard, and maybe I'll have to try to make multiple passes. We'll see how it goes. I only got about 45 minutes before I got to head to my day job, so I'm going to go get the tractor, warm it up, hook up subsoiler, and we'll get moving. Here we go. All right, well, this is the old blue tractor. Noisy, clunky, mechanical, old diesel tractor. This tractor came with our property. It is a Farmtrac brand tractor, and I believe it's a 50 horsepower tractor from what I've looked up about it. They haven't imported these to the US in quite some time, and finding parts for them is a challenge. But for now, it starts up, it runs well, it doesn't appear to burn any oil, or not that much. You know, old diesels burn a little bit of oil. But anyway, this thing's a hoss, and it's heavy, two-wheel drive, gear tractor. From what I can tell, they're a lot like the old Fords, and all the layout and the controls and everything is pretty much exactly like the old Ford. So maybe in another video I'll give you kind of a closer look into this tractor and how it works and all that. But today I just got a little bit of time, so I'm gonna go try to do some of the subsoiling work. So let's get going. All right, so what we got here are a couple rows where pretty much every tree that we planted died. So this row I'll be able to go about halfway down. There's one tree seedling down there, and actually I have my irrigation lines across the field too, and I don't want to drive over those. So I'll be doing this section here, which is about half the row down until I get to my water lines down here. I'll turn around and I'll come back on this row where there aren't any tree seedlings left either. And we'll see how the subsoiler does in this section. And I have a few more sections that are kind of like this, where I'll be able to go, 100 or 150 feet without any trees in the way. So let's see how it does. You can see a few times how the tractor got hung up, and the ground is so hard, so dry right now that there were several times where the clay just became too much for that tractor to pull through. So anyway, what I plan on doing is making a couple more passes on each row and then coming back over each of these rows with a tiller, and that hopefully will give us a good soil area to do our planting, because we need to be able to plant each of those tree seedlings about 12 to 14 inches deep. So last year, or this spring, when we planted all these trees at first, I didn't have the subsoiler, and I only came through with the tiller, and the tiller only got down maybe 6 inches or so, and under what was tilled was hard clay. So I think what's happened with some of these trees is that as they were young and we didn't get enough rain, their roots were not able to penetrate deeper into that clay, and of course it got really dry as well. So with their roots closer to the surface, unable to penetrate deeper and get more moisture, we didn't put enough water on the ground, kind of combination of those things did not, I believe, create the best growing environment for those trees. So trying to do things a little bit different with this next planting, and subsoiler, I'm hoping, is going to be a key to our success. We've actually heard from other Christmas tree growers that's what they do. So we'll see how it goes. So as for today, I am nearly out of time, got like 20 more minutes, and I'm just going to do a couple more rows with that subsoiler. And I'm going to talk to Stacy, maybe we can order 200 or 300 trees, plant this fall. And of course, if we do any planting, we'll bring you along and show you how that goes. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching me with this little subsoiler work. If you like the videos that we're doing out here, make sure you subscribe. Appreciate the support. And of course, another way you can support, if you want your own Woods Tree Farm hat, one that's not as dirty as this one, then head on over to our website, woodstreefarm.com, get your own hat. I got a few of them left in a couple different colors. I'll be doing another order here real soon. So if you're watching this later and I'm sold out, just, you know, hang tight. I'll be getting some more. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.